We have lots of new details about Tiana's Bayou adventure, including what kind of line they're going to be using when it opens, ride photos, merch, and beignets. And not only do we know the opening date, but there are 3 ways that you can get in to see it before that. If you want to be among the first people to experience the new ride and check out all the other goodies, I've got you covered here on Park News Magic. Hey guys, it's Nelly. If you're new here, I am a journalist, Disney adult, wife, and mom. So let's talk about Tiana's Bayou Adventure, Magic Kingdom's newest ride, opening on June 28th. And it's actually a rethemed version of what used to be Splash Mountain, which closed in May of 2023. When it opens, it will be using a virtual queue. There will not be a standby line. You will have 2 chances to get a boarding group in that virtual queue, one at 7 a.m. and one at 1 p.m. Disney says that shortly after opening, they will be switching to a standby line instead of the virtual queue, and they will also be adding Tiana's Bayou Adventure to the Genie Plus service and not as an individual lightning lane. Take a look at the new ride photo. You can see they've added some fun elements. There's a firefly holding a sign that says, "We know a shortcut," and a few other critters are joining the party on the left, and on the right, you have the sign of the ride. If you're looking for ride merch, it's not going to be at the ride's gift shop. You're gonna have to head over to Main Street, USA at the Emporium, which is kind of like Magic Kingdom's main store. And that's where you're gonna find all that ride merch. Later on, they'll move it to the new Critter Co-op, which is the new name of the ride's gift shop. And Tiana's famous beignets are returning to Magic Kingdom in honor of the ride's opening. These beignets are topped with honey and powdered sugar, and you can get them starting June 28th at the Golden Oak Outpost and the Friar's Nook for a limited time. Disney is not saying exactly when they're going to be off the menu, but they did have these earlier this year, also for a limited time. So how can you be one of the first people to ride this new attraction? Number 1, annual pass holder previews. If you are a Walt Disney World annual pass holder, you will have 6 days to choose from. The dates are June 13th, 14th, 16th, 17th, 18th, and the 20th. By the way, June 16th is Father's Day, so this would make a great present for any Disney dad out there. A virtual queue will be used in these previews just like they will be using on opening day of the attraction for all guests. There will be 2 opportunities each day to get into the virtual queue, one at 7 a.m. and another one at 1 p.m. That means there won't be advanced registration for these previews as we have seen in the past. So what do you need in order to sign up? First of all, make sure that you are not blocked out on those days. Make sure that your annual pass is valid, and you're gonna have to make a theme park reservation for the day you want to try to get in that virtual queue. And which park reservation you need depends on what time you want to try for that virtual queue. If you're trying at 7 a.m., you need to have a Magic Kingdom theme park reservation. All of those theme park reservations for Magic Kingdom are gone right now, but hopefully they add some in the future before the previews start. Now, if you're trying for 1 p.m., you don't need specifically Magic Kingdom. You need a reservation for any of the 4 Walt Disney World theme parks. Here's what you don't need. You don't need a hotel reservation stay. You don't need to be scanned in or physically inside any of the theme parks in order to get a virtual queue boarding group. Now, if you need a step-by-step tutorial on how to use the virtual queue or want more information on the annual pass holder previews, I have a full breakdown on parknewsmagic.com. And make sure you like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Number 2, DVC ride previews. Disney Vacation Club is having previews for Tiana's Bayou Adventure on Wednesday, June 12th from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. and Wednesday, June 19th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pre-registration is required for these, unlike the annual pass holder previews. For DVC, they will not be using the virtual queue at all. Let's talk about what you need in order to register for this event. Disney Vacation Club members must be eligible for membership extras. The DVC member must also have a pre-existing resort reservation using their DVC points for June 12th and or June 19th. The reservation and the guests listed on that reservation needed to be locked in by May 12th at 11:59 p.m. Disney did not tell us this in advance, so only the members that already happen to have a resort stay booked for those exact dates can try to get a preview slot. The DVC member and their guests must also have a valid Magic Kingdom theme park admission and theme park reservation on the day of the preview event. Event registration opens on May 16th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Eligible DVC members will receive emails with a registration link. You may also keep an eye on the news and alerts section of DisneyVacationClub.com for that registration link. Clicking that link is going to take you to a special queue page where you will be given a random ID and a queue number. This is not a first come, first served basis. This is more of a lottery situation. Once the queue number reaches 1, you will be redirected to the sign up page. DVC members may only make one preview reservation for themselves and up to the maximum number of guests on their resort reservation that had to be locked in by May 12th at 11:59 p.m. Walk-ups are not going to be accommodated. Let's talk about check-in. The check-in is going to be at Tiana's Bayou Adventure at the front of the ride. The DVC member has to be present at check-in and they have to present their valid Disney Vacation Club digital membership card, and it has to be downloaded onto a digital wallet on a phone. You're also going to need to provide a photo ID. Number 3, the D23 Fan Club event. If you are a gold member of Disney's official fan club, D23, you have the chance to purchase tickets for a special after-hours event that will give you access to Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and you can ride it as many times as you'd like. This event is taking place on Saturday, June 22nd from 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. And in those 3 hours, you'll be able to ride Tiana's Bayou over and over. There will be live jazz performances. Everyone is going to get an exclusive pin of the ride, and snacks and refreshments are included. It's going to be a party. By the way, you don't need to have a park ticket or a reservation for this event. And the price is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It'll cost you $67, though you will need to pay for parking unless you're an annual pass holder, and that's included. Each D23 Gold member is able to buy 2 tickets, one for themselves and one for a guest. Tickets go on sale on Thursday, May 16th at 10 a.m. Pacific Time, which is 1 p.m. Eastern Time. They will be sold through a virtual queue. Again, kind of like a lottery situation, just like the DVC one. So make sure you're logged into d23.com with the email address associated with your gold membership before tickets launch, and then immediately join that queue once that goes live. Let's not forget, for any of these previews, you have to be 40 inches tall in order to ride. So even if you buy a ticket, even if you get a preview, it doesn't mean that you will be able to ride. You have to be 40 inches tall. And also, let's not forget that the ride can go down at any point. So let me know, are you going to try for any of these previews? And are you excited for Tiana's Bayou Adventure? We're almost there, guys. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Thanks for watching Park News Magic.